That's the biggest question, Michaela. Is this going to help? I mean, it does affect a lot of different carriers out there. So this applies to ocean carriers that have containers that fall into one of two categories, or both in some cases. Either those containers that are going to eventually be moved by truck, or those that are going to be moved by rail. About 40% of the containers that are currently just sitting there off the ports of either Long Beach or Los Angeles fall into one or at least one of those categories. So this is going to affect a lot of different companies. Now, starting today, those containers set to be transported by truck, those are going to be charged if they linger at the ports for 9 days or more. Then for the rail containers, fees are going to start if they're there for 3 days or more. So those fines going to start at $100 per container, and then they're going to increase by $100 per container each day. So that is going to add up very quickly. Now, the ports of LA and Long Beach do plan to reinvest all of that money that they collect from these fines. They're going to use it for programs designed to improve efficiency throughout San Pedro Bay and at both ports. Port officials hope that these surcharges are going to help to start to clear some of this idling cargo, leaving more space in the terminals to start accepting empty containers, also handling exports, and, quote, improving fluidity for the wide range of cargo owners who utilize our ports. Now, before the pandemic, this really wasn't as big of an issue. Containers that were set for local delivery, they typically just sat at those marine terminals for less than 4 days each. And then those that were planning to move by rail, those were only there for less than 2 days each. So certainly a huge increase in the amount of time, the amount of containers that are out there waiting to come into port. So the big question is this going to work? Is this going to motivate companies and people to be able to get these containers moving and get them to their final destinations, especially ahead of this holiday rush, which is starting very soon? We're already in November, so we're starting right now.
Don't remind me, Chelsea. It's already November 1st. You know, it's interesting. You made a point that I'd sort of forgotten. We talk a lot about the truckers and what an important part they play in getting those containers and the goods inside them out to their destinations, but it's also the rails, right? The railway system all across the United States. That is something that is put into use. Has there been a backlog there? Has there been a slowdown in the railways?
Yeah, well, that's why the fines are going to apply to both of those categories, those that move by truck and those that move by rail. So it's both of those that are going to be affected. And so, yeah, I mean, they're both being affected right now. Just got to see if it works.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see indeed. All right, Chelsea, thanks so much for that report.